with an update for Tingalin. This is Tingalin 1.5. We have support for the Retina display, new icon, or same icon but higher resolution, and refactored user interface to support the higher resolution screens of the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S, and to support some of the changes that were made to the instrument itself. We now have a play button that you can use to play the melody instead of shaking it. That's right, you no longer have to shake the instrument. You don't have to look stupid in the train. You can press play. And you can control the playback speed using the tempo button here. And let's show that. Which leads to a new feature or a new use for this. You can actually use it as a learning instrument, as a tool to learn the actual Tingalin. That is, any of these songs here, you should be able to learn how to play them on the real instrument using this as a guide. For example, you drop the tempo down to like 20 beats a second and press play. The notes that are currently being played, the frets, are shown on the instrument handle, so you should be able to follow along at a slow pace. You can pause it at any time, start over, and so on. Should be a very useful tool for people who are wanting to learn how to play the Tingalin. And as you notice, because we have a play button, now we needed rests. There's a way to add rests to the tab now, and that is by sliding or swiping your finger across the notes view. And you could also add a rest after each note, and you do that by, instead of pressing down the way you normally would, you would press down and drag, so sort of like that. And you see that there's a rest after each song, after each note. This of course clears the entire tab, and this brings you back to the beginning. This deletes the last note. This slider here is still the instrument tuning slider. So you can use it to tune the instrument. And there's also more melodies, if you haven't noticed. There's about 12 or 13 total melodies now, including the old ones. And this screen has been refactored as well. This button now takes you directly to save the melody rather than bring you back to the previous instrument. You do not have to hit edit and then save. You can simply hit save, or if you hit edit, it won't make a difference. If you needed to rename a song, you hit edit and then go here, name it whatever you like, Shota Marshala, and so on. So let's go back and play, I don't know, let's try this one and explain a few other features. This here is another new feature. You can now change the sound of the instrument. At the moment there's 4 different sounds: full with pick, crisp, and a single string. Basically, full is just a fuller sounding instrument, sounds like a bigger instrument. This is the same as the full one, but with the pick sound more exaggerated. The pick is what you use to play the instrument. And crisp is the sound that you currently have on your version of Tingalin, and single string is new. And that allows you to play the instrument with a single string. There's still no way to play single and double strings on the same melody. That would be a feature of Tingalin 2.0. At the moment, it's too complicated to create songs having 2 strings on such a small device like the iPhone. So I'm looking for new ways to implement that to make it easier. And but that's hopefully coming with Tingalin 2.0. Again, this is just a small update to the existing version of Tingalin. Tingalin 2.0 is still to come sometime in the future. So if you need to share melodies, you can click the email button, hit send melody. If you want to tell someone about Tingalin because you love it so much, you hit tell a friend, and they would put in their email address and so on. They would get an email from you saying, hey, check it out. This little info button here will have a how to play the instrument and hopefully news and updates so that it can keep you updated with newest versions of the instruments, etc. It's a live web page, so it will update live. I may occasionally post new melodies up there that you can click on and load into the instrument, so keep an eye on that button. And that's the new version of Tingalin. I hope you enjoy it, and look for it in the App Store within a week or so, depending on how long it takes for Apple to approve it. I will be submitting this hopefully tomorrow.